just get ready. I mean, if you really want to do it, it's going to keep testing you how much you want to do it. And then whenever you pass the test, it's going to test you again. It's all about how much you really want to do.
Welcome to Courtside, where we sit on the sideline and we discuss sports as if we can do it better ourselves. I'm your host, Mr. 100. You guys know my co-host, the Bay to LA. How you doing today, my brother?
Oh, man. Hey, listen, man, I'm feeling great, man.
Yeah.
You know, no complaints.
That's it, huh?
You know what I mean? We right back like we stole something. You know, another one like the other one.
Just like the other one. I see you, man. You cooled you down today, man.
Well, you know I do a little something, you know. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too major.
Man,
you know, something light.
Taking back to the late 90s, huh?
Man, I'm old school, man. I'm old school.
That's it, man.
Yeah, vintage.
That's it, man. All the way back, man. Hey, I'm at to bust out my old Letterman jacket for the next show.
Come on.
Got to make sure it still fits, man. Man, before we get started, any shout outs we'll give out to anybody?
Oh, man, listen, just everyone who's, really paying attention out there.
Yes, sir.
You know, we've been having a real big feedback from the community. So I'm just feeling great about that. And, you know, we're picking up traction, man. And so listen, you know, y'all continue to comment, you know, subscribe.
That's it.
You know, we're going to be right here for you.
Yes, sir, man. But like we always do on Courtside, we like to bring on special guests. And today it's no different. Whether it's athletes, former athletes, current head coaches, former head coaches, it doesn't matter. And today our special guest is no different, all right? He played on the 2023 team at Alexander Senior High that went 8-5. They made it to the quarterfinals. He played outside linebacker and defensive end. Courtside, help us welcome to the show, Mr. Aiden Walker. How you doing today, Coach?
Doing good. Appreciate you having me.
Man. Hey, before we get started, any shout outs you want to give out to anybody?
Just family. My mom, sister, little sister back home. Just everybody supporting me. Appreciate you. Glad to be here.
Gotcha, man. So let's jump right off into it, man. As we mentioned, you played for Alexander Senior High and you graduated in the year 2023 and you was on that team that made it to the quarterfinals. Let's talk about that team, man. Let's talk about your time there. You played defensive end, you played outside linebacker. What was that time like for you playing out there?
I mean, I feel like that year, that team was real. We started off 0-2.
Ooh, yes.
And I know the year before we started off 0-2, and we had the same schedule. So, and we had to just kind of come together as a team and realize, like, we're not going out like this. We had to start putting it up. We had to start putting stuff together. We started working harder. Leaders started stepping up, and we started achieving things. We had 2 more losses after that, close games, could have went either way. And then in the playoffs, we had a lot of people doubting us. Just that whole year was always preached. It was us against the world, against everybody.
Us against everybody, yeah.
So after we started losing, games wasn't as packed, people wasn't supporting. We had to preach like they not out there with us when we working, so they don't got to be out there.
They ain't got to be out there with you.
So I remember we win the first round against Bonneville. It wasn't really a close game. Kind of expected to win that game, and then I remember we played Brother Martin in the semifinals. I think we were about the 6th seed.
Brother Martin, that's from New Orleans, correct? Yeah.
I think we were like the 6th seed. They were like, no, they were the 6th seed. We were like 13th or 14th, something like that. I remember on the way to the game, people texting me, "Good season, y'all did good."
Hey man, see y'all next year.
I was just kept reacting with the little thumbs up and like, "I got you, appreciate it." And then we ended up shutting them out, beating them 23-0, 24-0, something like that. And then in the car game, so now people was kind of like, okay, they might be doing something.
Yeah.
So now they supporting us. That game was electric. The whole atmosphere, they just, it was a really fun game.
Fun game,
overall,
gotcha.
Even though we didn't get the win, but it was a fun game. I played together with my brothers,
And you say y'all playing against Edna Carr, correct?
Yes.
And we know Edna Carr is a powerhouse right now, man. Because right now they'll be playing St. Aug in the finals, man, for Class 5A, man. All right, so man, I watched some of your highlights, man, and I seen you do your thing on the field, man. And you move pretty fast, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you coach my son's 7-on-7 team, and you coach at Braman, and I see you on the field, and you be walking slow. You know what I'm saying? You have a real slow walk about you. But when I seen your highlights, I was like, hey, he got a little giddy up in his step, man. So let's talk about that, man. So let's talk about your play style, man. Where did that come from?
It really just came from. I know, like, this is cliche, like coach is gonna say this, but it really just came from how hard I worked.
Gotcha.
When I got to my first year at JUCO, I really realized I wasn't that skilled. Like,
gotcha.
When it came to just skills and moves, I really wasn't that good at it. I just played harder than
everybody else.
Everybody that I went against, I made sure, like, he's gonna get tired before I do. Simple as that. So
gotcha.
And then I slowly worked on my craft. My junior year, my sophomore year, they moved me to middle linebacker. Just because, I guess my size, and I knew what I was doing, but I wasn't really making plays. Junior year, I kind of got more confident with it, and then after that offseason, they told me they moved me to DN. That's me. I didn't care what I played.
Play as long as you played. Yeah.
They told me I was left guard. I would have played. So it didn't matter to me. I played DN. Got more physical. I had to put on some weight that off season, and I ended up that senior year. I feel like our group really just became more leaders. Like,
gotcha.
We started picking the team up, and then that little stuff like that, it ended up so whenever we got to those big games, we've been there before. We've done this before. Let's keep doing it. So just became more of a leader on the team. Played with more confidence my senior year. And that's how I started making plays, just the confidence.
Gotcha.
So I got a question. When you playing DN and you got your hand in the dirt, and then you playing linebacker, like, that's a whole different, that's a whole different world as far as, reading those keys, and it just the proximity that you are from those offensive linemen. Which position do you feel like you were best suited at?
I say for the way I played middle linebacker, I was my senior, I was slower than the average middle linebacker. So I had to watch a lot of film. I used to watch so much film to where I knew what play they were going to run before they did. So when I was at middle linebacker, I was seeing from a different view. I see how this guy's going to block him. I know where to fit. But in the end, you're just looking at one person. So it's a simpler thing. It's just more aggressive. Which I felt like it. Me personally, I probably, if I had to pick, I probably would have stayed at middle linebacker. They probably make most of the plays, but I feel like it was better for our team at the time.
So when you say slower, were you meaning as far as speed, as far as moving, or your recognition of what it is that you're seeing just out there? Okay.
I always make sure I recognize the play fast. I was watching film continuously.
Okay.
Whoever we played, I knew their offense just like as much as they knew it. So
okay.
I would recognize, and that's how I would make my play, because this running back would be faster than I am, but I'm going to beat him to the spot because I knew what the play was.
Right. So what did you do to get quicker?
Just work on the off season. I worked out with track a lot.
Okay.
Did a lot of speed workouts. And I really didn't start getting fast until college.
Okay.
When I got to JUCO and those workouts, and then I got faster and faster over time. But when I was at JUCO, everybody was that fast, so I stayed at the end, which was fine to me because that's why I like to play in the first place.
Okay. So it unlocked it when you got to JUCO.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay, that's what's up.
All right, man. So let's talk. So let's kind of stick it on the 23 season.
Gotcha.
And we still talking about the team culture. And you talked about you guys started off 0-2, and the stands wasn't as packed, and you guys kind of developed this us against the world type of mentality.
Right.
Within that, what moment throughout that season, besides the 0-2 start, not stands not being packed, what moment in your mind do you think separated that team from the rest of the teams you played on?
I feel like a moment that I realized that separated us would be probably after the West Monroe game.
Mm-hmm.
We lost that game. It was a close one. So that we ended up 6-4.
Mm-hmm.
So we lost the Russian game before that, which was another one-score game. Could have went both ways.
Yeah.
So it felt like we were just right there.
Yeah.
And the year before, when we ended up like that, we ended up 4-6 because we kind of let it beat us up mentally.
Mm-hmm.
So what we had to do, we had to learn to just flush that loss and go. So after the West Monroe game, we played West Washita. The team the year before, they beat us, really high scoring game in the overtime, double overtime. And then seeing the way we handled that game, knowing we were better.
Yeah.
We know we were a better team, so we just handled it. We ended up beating them by a big margin. and I seen the team really come together, getting ready for playoffs. And it kind of felt like after that game, it felt like those losses didn't even matter.
They didn't matter no more. Gotcha.
When we got to playoffs and we got to the Brother Martin game and the In the Car game, we handled it the right way, and I could see the team was really special.
Really special. Gotcha. So let me ask you this. So do you think that 23 team kind of set the tone for what we see now from Ash football? Yeah. Why you say that?
Most definitely. I feel like the leadership that team had brought up those guys. Like this year, Xavier White, the linebacker, one of the best leaders on the team that I've ever seen. But whenever he first started, his first year starting he was a sophomore. He was around me, Jeremiah Jeffers Wright, Amarion Ford.
Gotcha.
Mingo, Jalen Johnson, just a bunch of leaders.
Gotcha.
So when he was with the starters, there's kind of this there's the guys that take it serious and there's guys that don't really take it serious. Not saying he didn't take it serious, but at that time he was kind of childish, and when he
still figured,
we could see that leadership through him now.
Gotcha.
JT was the same way. He was a year behind us. We kind of brought him along. He ended up being a great player that year.
Yes, sir.
Took over.
Took it to another level. Yeah.
Just a lot of those guys just. The way they lead now, we can see it because it didn't really. The year before us, that team didn't have that. Leaders.
Yeah, like I say, and that's good. Like I say, you guys was able to instill that into them, and now you see what happened when you can kind of pay it forward. You know what I'm saying? Leave something back for the younger group, man. That way, once they kind of get in position, they can do a little bit better, go a little bit farther, man. So I'm glad you was able to kind of recognize that, and that's a group you guys was able to kind of instill those core values inside those younger players.
Yeah, no doubt. I feel like one thing that made us want to be leaders is our freshman year. Those leaders, that team went to the state championship and lost 35-34 to Acadiana. Those leaders, Judd Barton, Cole Johnson, Dylan Dozart, those guys, Shield Taylor, great leaders. I mean, they didn't allow. You would think they're a coach too, the way they handle.
When they handle things, gotcha. Yeah, that was
so when we seen that and seeing how they went to the championship, we know that's the type of stuff it takes.
It takes to get there, yeah. So and y'all had a hand in that.
Yeah. We often talk about the culture that's over there, because them young guys, they doing their thing right now.
Yeah.
In your estimation, who would you say, and we know we got a ton of players. Yeah. If you could just pick one player, who would you say is a dog over there? And who is someone that we need to really be watching for, and it's like a shining star, somebody who is up and coming at the program? Right. Correct.
One person.
If we just name one.
Just one.
And I know it's plenty.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to go with number 3, Kaysen.
Okay.
Williams, the running back.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I see a lot of the stuff that JT went through, like the same 30+ carries a game. And progressively getting stronger as the game going. Yeah. Because a lot of people can't do that.
Yeah, you're right.
Not a lot of people
So he building energy as he goes on.
There's a lot Coach B, he loves to run the football.
Right.
He loves to be physical. He loves to beat teams up. And then to do that, you need a tough runner.
You need a tough runner, yep.
A guy that can take the ball 30, 40 times and still be running it 100 miles per hour. And I see that with Kaysen.
Gotcha. Right, because that's disheartening. When a team is running on you. I mean, when you're on defense, that's the last thing you want
to see,
is for somebody to continually be running the ball. No so give us somebody who's an up and coming shining star in your estimation that we should be looking out for.
At Ash? So Kaysen, Noble, the other running back.
Okay.
Real explosive. He got great speed. He can make cuts, good size to him. Both of them are sophomores, so they got crazy time. Alex Fontenot's a good one.
Yeah, Fontenot. Yeah.
Tell me about Fontenot. You think he's up next?
Most definitely.
Okay.
Most definitely. I feel like he can go up and get the ball. He got good route running. Got good speed. He's all around receiver.
Okay.
And he likes to work. He works hard.
Okay, so he will route you up.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. The whole tree, huh?
Okay, yeah. Listen, I constantly ask that, because it's a difference. Yes, you can play the wide receiver spot.
Yeah.
But everybody ain't running that whole route tree.
No, sir.
I watching him and seeing him really as a freshman, whenever it was my senior year, he was a freshman. I remember Coach Mercer came in there and they said something about him coming in the next year. And I was like, I never heard him talk about a freshman. So
right.
He must be. And I seen him working. I was like, okay, he probably pretty good. He didn't play that year. His sophomore year he played. did good.
Right.
And now this year he's starting to play a lot more confident. He got another year.
Oh yeah, he gonna do his thing.
Okay, so it's gonna be his breakout season.
Yes,
we're gonna be tuning in.
Yes,
for sure.
Yes, sir, man. So before we transition into your coaching, man, let's talk about some music, man. You know, we like to bring our young athletes on the show, and we like to ask them about the type of music they listen to. Because we came up, you know, it was Lil Boosie, you know, it was Webbie, you know.
Hold on, brother. When I came up, it was NWA. I'm a little older than you, man. It was Kool Moe Dee. It was LL Cool J.
MC Hammer, pumps and the bumps. Huh?
Listen, on the cool, it was Hammer.
It was. Oh,
yes,
I know.
it was Hammer.
All right, so let's talk about it. So give me your top 3 artists right now that's your go to.
My favorite rapper, is Lil Baby.
Lil Baby, all right.
I like his flow.
You got the Lil Baby style, the kind of the flow, the swag, kind of, yeah.
One thing about Lil Baby, he talks about in his rap, like this, like a lot of these kids now want to be gangsters.
That's it, yeah.
Lil Baby, he talks about how he came up from that, but you don't have to.
You don't have to do that. So I like that. All right.
He talks about making money, being successful.
Yes, it's a message in the music, huh? I got you.
It's real lyrical.
Got you. All right, who else? Two more.
Lil Wayne's a good one.
All right. You kind of going to. He said he don't really he ain't a Wayne fan, man.
No, it's not that I'm not a Wayne fan.
What is it then?
I like the old Lil Wayne.
Old Wayne. Yeah, I got you.
I got you.
You know the bling bling, the drop,
the plucker, that Lil Wayne,
the high boy Wayne. Yeah. I got you. All right, last artist.
I know like a lot of the younger people like him.
Yeah, I already know you going with it.
I'm still 19.
NBA young boy.
Coming from a football perspective, playing
I got
football,
you.
You ready?
Hey man, man, she gonna call me baby. Hey, we gonna do. I get it. I get it.
Something about it.
Yeah, I got it.
Before a game, you listen to some young boy turn you up, make you want to.
I got it, man. And we had those artists when we was young. That kind of got us hyped. For me, when we was coming up, it was like either No Limit, Cash Money. Like those artists kind of was like getting us right. Or somebody from Texas, Fat Pat. You know, who Big Mo. Hulk, you know what I'm saying? All those. Lil Kiki, you know what I'm saying? The Don, Slim Thug, you know what I'm saying? Paul Walker, Millionaire. Like those were our artists growing up. All right, man. So let's transition to your coaching, man. So why is it important for you to coach the next generation, and what type of coach do you strive to be?
Well, I feel like playing football, especially at Ash under somebody like Coach Bachman, who's just so consistent. Yeah. It teaches you a lot of life lessons about, and I have plenty of friends who aren't playing football anymore, but they're like, if I didn't play football, I wouldn't have been this
type of player. Yeah, personally,
like waking up every day in summer at 6:30 to go put 315 pounds on your back, and not a lot of kids doing it.
It sound like the Army, huh?
But when you
rucksack.
But when you really learn to give 100% of yourself consistently,
there you go.
No matter what you do, whether it's sports or not, you're gonna be successful.
You're gonna be successful. That's right.
So when I'm coaching, like. When I coached the O-line, one thing I always did with them, whenever I would condition the O-line at Brame, I had a rule that we had at Edge: no bad body language.
Gotcha.
Don't put your hands on your hips, nothing on your head. Stand up tall, ready to go. Just focus on those little things when you're tired. Teaches you to, like in game, when it's the fourth quarter and you're tired, you can't be leaning a certain way because you're about to pull.
Gotcha.
You got to be focused.
Gotcha.
So building those little habits, and it just teaches those kids consistency. All right, you do the same thing. You get 1% better every day, you're gonna be successful.
You're gonna be
successful. If you get 1% better, then 2% worse the next day, and then 3% better the next day, back and forth, that's not gonna get.
It's not gonna get you nowhere. And like I say, and you practice what you preach, man. Because I see you the way you coached the 14U 7-on-7. It's the same type of energy. Like I say, you treat everybody the same, but you demand a certain type of work, and you preach that, and you want that for everybody. So like I say, so whatever everything he's saying. I see it every day in practice. So man, so I'm glad that you are that way with the kids. I'm glad you demand that type of excellence and respect from the kids, because it's gonna carry them a long way. Not only it's on the football field, but in school, it's at home with their parents. It's just gonna translate over to other areas of their life. So respect on that.
So let me ask you, because you're not far removed from actually playing yourself. Now that you're a coach, what type of feeling do you have, being that now you have the perception, or you're looking at it from the aspect of on the sidelines instead of in between the lines?
I mean, I feel like a lot of the kids will tell me they'll come talk to me about something because they feel like I relate to them or just like I've played football, not necessarily this generation of football like how it is, but pretty close to it. Mm-hmm. So I relate to them more. I see what they put into it, and then now being like, there's some things as a player you question your coach when he says it. And now coaching, I see the same things like Coach B used to tell us. Like I used to question why we can't put our hands on our hips when we running and stuff like that. But now that I see the type of culture it creates, now I see it. Now when I see those kids put in work all off season, and then when you see them make plays in the game, it kind of fills you up with joy because you know how hard that kid worked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it just kind of fills you up with joy inside and pride to it.
There we go.
And, I would think that the kids, definitely are going to respond to you a lot better than if it was somebody, came in there 40 years old because, you being 19, you are actually talking about the way the game is played now. You're not talking about how the game was played in, 2000, or 1990.
Yeah, because they all listen to the same type of music.
You think about it, but as far as the relatability,
the connection,
that you're able to do two things at once. You're able to relate to them on a certain level, and you're able to teach them the game. And so I think it'll be, seamless as far as them, how they're just getting it. And, you're walking them through it. So, man, hey, shout out to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. So let's still sticking on your coaching. Let's talk about your relationship and with the community. So we know Brain is the gateway to Ash, right? So let's talk about how impactful has that been to you to kind of give back to the community that helped raise you when we're talking about football and things like that.
I mean, I feel like it's good for me because I know like what those places did for me.
Yes.
And so to install that same culture, because like now these kids they're going to Ash now. These kids know already how to work hard.
There we go.
Like when I was at Brain, middle school football wasn't.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was. It is now. Yes.
Like, we had about 4 plays. The first day of school was tryouts, and now these kids. We starting off-season workouts in January.
It's January. You're right. So Yep.
When they get to Ash, they already know what hard work feels like. When I got to Ash, I had to figure out like what full effort really looks like.
Yes.
And then to do that consistently, when it's already a habit coming in, they're going to be players automatically.
Gotcha. And you're right, man. And like you say, the gate, it's like the gateway, having them start training in January, the spring football, that just gets them ready for high school because it could be a culture shock when you go from just practicing during the season and not really doing any spring or fall type of work or spring workouts or whatever, nothing in the summer. That can deter a lot of kids from playing once they get to high school. So it's a good thing you guys were able to do that at Brain because you are developing that high school culture in junior high. So when they make that transition, it's easier for them to get out there and perform.
Yeah, and also I feel like a lot of people end up quitting football or not giving it their best no more once it's not fun anymore.
Gotcha. Yeah. Like turning into work.
Yeah, because now when I was at Brain, you was only a football player on Thursday nights.
That's it. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Now you a football player. Like when you realize you're a football player all day. Every day. It's you can't do the same thing at school as everybody else can. They already holding themselves to the higher standard. So when they get to high school and it's not fun and it's 7 a.m. in January and you out on the track because somebody showed up late, you don't wanna be like, I'm gonna quit this or forget this, or it builds that mindset that let me go attack this and let me get better, let me pick my teammates up, let me build this culture. So now we've been through so many hard things together. So when the game on the line and it's hard, you've glued up with your players, you can play together, you're going to win the game.
Man, that sounds like some good military training right there, man.
Yeah, for sure. I want to touch on what you said when you said that, sometimes, you have players who don't want to play anymore when they don't find it fun, right? So what is it that you bring to the table? What are some things that you implement to keep the game fun for them? Because one of the things that I enjoy as far as talking to young people who are playing a game, it's like, man, it's a wonderful position to be in to where you're playing a game and this game right here can take you to really higher heights, whatever level that you want, to take this thing to. Right. And it's an actual game.
Yeah, I feel like something I do, something that like when I was at Ash and I was my freshman year, your freshman year kind of like not necessarily scared of all the coaches, but kind of you looking up at them.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah. Like my freshman year, I remember I was a quarterback going into my freshman year.
Okay.
So I was around Coach Bachman all the time. And when I was at Birmingham, I hear these stories about Coach Bachman and how he's this big mean monster, whatever. So I'm kind of like nervous. And whenever he just simply just talk to me and have a conversation, I'd just be like, okay, like I'm comfortable with him.
Okay.
So what I try to do, I just try to learn, like get to know these kids. Like we'll be in warm ups, talking practice. I'll ask a kid how was school today or something. Just something like that, to where now, when they're building that bond and they're in the game and I start getting on his tail, it's not like, oh, coach on me again. No, it's like this dude genuinely cares for me. He wants me to do better.
Right.
So like it's a different feeling when a coach getting on you.
Right.
Than when you, like, if a close friend tells you, hey, you need to step this up, you're gonna actually step it up.
So and I think you answered that like when you said the caring portion. Like if you know somebody cares for you, it's easy for me to, to listen to what you're saying because I already know you got my best interest, at heart.
Because a lot of kids, they don't they'll drop a pass and they're mad now. And now you get to the sideline, coach yelling at you. Now you're just even more mad because they're looking at it as just like coach player type thing. What do I try to do? I try to get as close to them as possible. I mean, I treat them like I love the kid. I tell them all the time I love them. Like, if I see you slacking off, I know you can do better. I know you can do better than that. Not just mistakes. Like, everybody's going to make mistakes. But if I see you just not giving your full effort, I'm going to get on you about it. Like, that's just how it is. So
that's a good approach, man. That's an excellent approach to kind of develop that personal relationship, but also that coach mentality to where I don't just get on you or talk to you when I'm fussing at you or whatever. So I do like that. All right, man, before we let you go, man, what advice would you give a young football player who's going into high school, trying to make the team and do well, and also aspiring to play college football on the next level?
I would say just get ready. I mean, if you really want to do it, it's going to keep testing you how much you want to do it. And then whenever you pass the test, it's going to test you again. It's all about how much you really want to do it. Now, coach, you're going to hear it as long as you play. Football ain't for everybody. So as much as you really want to do it, how much you really going to go through, just don't quit. You're going to end up quitting. You're going to end up quitting everything else in life. It's going to become a habit. Just don't quit.
Gotcha. Babe, you got any last words?
Well, listen, I just want to know, what do we have in store? What's going to be the next thing that we can look forward to you and your, your coaching skills, man? What we got? What's on the docket?
I mean, just off season now, working with Brame.
Okay.
Getting ready for that. Going to be a great off season. I'm excited for next season. We didn't perform nearly as well as we should have this season. I feel like a lot of close games we should have won. I feel like we gotta develop a different mindset with these kids this offseason. So it's gonna be fun. Establish some leaders, and then next season get ready to roll again.
Okay,
gotta bring the trophy back.
Yes, sir. Man, hey man, enjoyed you on the show today. It was very informative. I like how you spoke about the kids and your vision for coaching and your approach to the game. Also your approach with the kids, man. Man, good luck to you, man. I'm looking forward to working with you with the 7-on-7 this January, man, and going off into the spring. The Bay, man, like always, man. We come on.
Yes, sir.
We do what we do.
Another one just like the other one.
And we go home. There you go. All right, guys, you've been listening to Courtside, where we sit on the sideline and we discuss sports as if we can do it better ourselves. I'm your host, Mr. Hunt. You guys know my co-host, The Bay to LA. Hope you guys enjoyed yourself. See you guys on the next one.